two pots. Once upon a time, there lived a water bearer in a village. He used the two pots and a bamboo stick for boring water. But the water was leaking from one pot. The other pot was very strong. The master's house was too far from the lake. The cracked pot used to carry only half water to the master's house. Months passed. Only 1.5 pots of water had been reaching to the master's house. The second pot was proud of carrying full water.
Look, brother, I'm healthy, but you are unhealthy. You're not perfect match to me. You're not serving the master perfectly.
The strong pot ragged the cracked pot. The cracked pot was ashamed of not doing its own duty. One day, the cracked pot said to the water bearer, "I'm feeling ashamed. Forgive me." "Why are you feeling ashamed?" asked the water bearer. "I have been carrying half of the water for so many days. These cracks are leaking water. You're doing extra work because of me. You're not getting enough remuneration for your work," worried the cracked pot. The water bearer understood the sorrow of the cracked pot and said, "Don't bother from today onwards. You look at the beautiful flowers at your side of the road." The cracked pot felt happy on seeing the beautiful flowers at its side of the road. "You are watering these plants daily, so they're very beautiful. The beautiful flowers are not at the side of the song pot. Do you observe this thing? If you are without cracks, then how can our master's house glow without flowers?" The cracked pot asked the water bearer to forgive it. The water bearer had been utilizing its minus points to plus points. Moral of the story: those who utilize minus points as plus points will be happy. A small ant and an elephant. Once upon a time, an ant wanted to live in the ear of an elephant along with its family. The ant stood in front of the elephant and said, "Oh, ant, listen my word. I and my family decided to live in your ear. I am giving you a week time. Think and tell me if you have any objections. Then we shall discuss among ourselves whether those objections are right or wrong." The elephant did not know that there was an ant in front of it, and it was asking something. The elephant was doing its own work as usual. The ant used to look at the elephant when it was carrying food, if the elephant expresses any objections. The time was over. The time given to the elephant was completed. The ant and its family thought that elephant had no objection. The ant, its wife, and its children shifted to the elephant's ear. The ant spent happily with its family in the ear of the elephant. 1 month of time was passed. The ant's wife did not want to live there anymore. It said to its husband, "We shall shift to anywhere, but not here." The ant's wife wanted to come out of the elephant's ear without giving pain to the elephant. The ant said to the elephant delicately, "Oh, elephant, we wanted to shift another place. We lived happily in your ear. There were no troubles at all. Your ear is so wide and there is enough space to run. But my wife wants to meet her friends who have seen living in the feet of a bull. I think you have no objection in this. If you have any objection, tell me in 1 week." 1 week was over. The elephant had no time left. The elephant had not told any objection because it did not know that the ant's family had been living in its ear. A fly was settled on its trunk. When the ant was bidding farewell to the elephant gave a stroke to the flag and it shrunk. By that force, the ant and its family fell into the water that was in a river nearby. Moral of the story: it is not necessary that people notice your existence.
Lion and a Crane. Once upon a time, there was a lion in a forest. It used to hunt animals and live happily. One day, while it was eating, a bone blocked its throat. That bone neither came out of the throat nor went into the stomach of the lion. It faced great trouble and cried with pain. Poor lion could not bear the pain and it began to walk around the forest with the pain. When it started walking, it saw a crow sitting on the branch of a tree. Oh, crow friend, could you please pull out the bone that blocked my throat with your beak? I am not able to bear the pain. If you do this help to me, I can do anything you want after that. No, we are lifetime enemies. I don't believe your words. Go away, the crow said. Lion was so sad and it started walking again. After walking some distance, it saw some cranes sitting on the branch of another tree. Crane friends, can you please help me to pull out the bone that blocked my throat with your long beaks? Then I can get rid of this pain, said the lion. All the creatures should be helpful to one another. It is the king of animals. That too, it is our enemy. Why are you trying to put your beak into its mouth? It will swallow you. Another crane warned it. No, I am unable to see the lion's pain. Though it is our enemy, it is our courtesy to help it. The crane went and removed the bone from the lion's throat with its long beak, ignoring the warnings of other cranes. Friend, you have helped me a lot. Your help is so great. From today onwards, we are friends. The lion talked so sweetly, the innocent crane believed its words. Since then, they became friends and they started living together. Crane used to eat the meat which is hunted by lion. But after a few days, the lion found no prey for a long time. The lion repented with hunger. One day, the hunger of the lion overcame their friendship. The lion forgot the help of the crane. Again, some bone has blocked its throat. It came to the crane and asked for its help. The crane believed it and came nearer to remove it. That's it. Lion took the chance and killed it and then swallowed the crane. So the moral of the story is, don't make friends with enemies. Foolish monkey. Once upon a time, monkey's crowd came into a forest. They played there for a while and after some time they started moving forward. One among them was missed. It got lost in the forest and started searching for its crowd. At that time, it found an axe near a tree. It was the axe of a woodcutter who went for his lunch break. Monkey went and took the axe with all its anxiety. It saw people cutting trees with that axe many times, so all it wanted to do is cut the tree with that axe. With that intention to cut the tree, Monkey took the axe and started climbing on the tree. It sat on a branch and started cutting the same branch on which it was sitting. An elephant who was passing by that way saw the monkey and its actions. Hey monkey, you are cutting the same branch on which you are sitting. If you do so, you will fall off the tree. Don't do that.
I don't need any suggestions. You can go from here. I can handle this by myself.
Even though elephant tried to convince monkey, it did not listen elephant's words and started cutting the branch. Elephant again tried to convince the monkey. This time monkey got angry.
You idiot, you are very jealous. You don't know how to do this, but I can do this.
It said these words and it threw a fruit on the face of elephant. Poor elephant got hit by the fruit on his face. Then elephant clearly understood that it was not innocence of the monkey, but it was foolishness of the monkey.
By thinking this, elephant left from there. Then monkey started cutting the same branch on which it was sitting. After some time, branch broke and monkey fell down. Then monkey got its leg fractured and started crying.